Well, good evening, everybody. Since it is a Sunday, still Sunday, and I do have a bit of a voice, I have been resting it for most of the day. We had church, of course, I was singing. I canceled TikTok live tonight, said I'd rest my voice. I'm only going to do maybe this video, maybe one more. But these videos are short, and it's not like I'm going 2 hours of constant talking because I really don't think my voice could hold up to that. So, anyway, let's get to it, shall we? Mornings with Jesus Devotional, January 25th. This week I'll be able to finish this book and then jump on to the next one, whatever it might be. I haven't decided yet which one I'm going to tackle next. Maybe one of the booklets, perhaps the Beside the Still Waters devotional. I don't know. Not sure. Those ones take a lot more work, though, because there's more Bible reading. But they're good. They're always good. All right, Galatians 6:2. They use the Message book. I'm not going to be using the Message book. Stoop down and reach out to those who are oppressed, share their burdens, and so complete Christ's law. All right, let's use a real Bible now. And yes, I would like to tell the author of the Message Bible, it's not very good. I think it's better to stick with King James. There's lots of other better versions than the Message Bible, but get a King James parallel with something else. Don't get a Message book. They're not Bibles. I'm really not a supporter. I would like to know the background of the person who actually wrote the Message Bible. I'd like to know what their real agenda was, perhaps to make money, but who knows. Anyway, let's start at verse number 1 in Galatians chapter 6. Shouts out to all my TikTok family. Anybody on GodTube, if you're watching, when this video maybe one day is uploaded for you to watch it, God bless you. Welcome aboard. Stay tuned for plenty of videos to come. And Facebook and YouTube as well, viewers. Brothers, this is the ESV. Brothers, if anyone is caught in any transgression, you who are spiritual should restore him in a spirit of gentleness. Keep watch on yourself, lest ye too be tempted. Bear one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ. For if anyone thinks he is something when he is nothing, he deceives himself. But let each one test his own work, and then his reason to boast will be in himself alone and not in his neighbor, for each will have to bear his own load. All right, there is an ESV. There's two versions in one here. See, right there? And I've been using it quite a bit lately for these videos. All right, it's dark back here, so I'm going to use my light. This is my light. Carrie Wyatt Kent is our author. I could actually read that. Nice. January 25th. Because of where I live, it is easy for me to avoid the oppressed. I know there are welfare families living within a 10-minute drive of my suburban neighborhood, but I usually drive past, not into, those apartment complexes. Usually, but not always. Last winter, I got to know a welfare mom. Her husband had died of cancer when she was pregnant with her 5th child. Her story was sad, even horrific. We ended up taking this mom's 1- and 2-year-old sons into our home for a couple of weeks. Our quiet, steady home became chaotic. Our world tilted, and we fell in love with those 2 little boys. The younger was happy-go-lucky, the older more temperamental. We were his 4th foster home in less than a year in which his father had died. When frustrated, his limited verbal skills became even more limited, so he would simply scream for 5 or 10 minutes straight. But in the mornings, when I'd be up writing, he'd climb out of the portable crib he slept in and wander down the hall to my room, peeking in cautiously. I'd always greet him with a gentle, "Good morning, buddy," and he would scurry over and climb onto my lap, cuddling against my shoulder. The boys are now back with their mother, but sharing their burdens for a while forever changed us. Loving them gave me a chance to love Jesus. When we stoop down to help the oppressed, we are the ones who are lifted. When we love the poor, we complete Christ's love. This truth you learn only by doing. When you touch the oppressed, you touch Jesus. Yes, what a beautiful thing it is to be a follower of Christ and be able to help the poor. When I was in the Philippines, I didn't have to go anywhere to help the poor. They were right there. One of the things that I loved, looking back now, one of the things I really enjoyed doing, whether I had the money or not, there was a local bakery, which to this day I absolutely miss. They had the best baked goods ever. I missed the banana cake or banana. I don't know if it was like banana cake or banana bread, but it was so good. I could have eaten it every day with my coffee. It was wonderful. I often miss that. But depending on who would be standing behind me in the lineup to buy stuff, I would pay. Like I remember one time there was a woman with her son, a little boy. Obviously they were poor. It was clear to see that. And I offered to pay, and she accepted, and they smiled and they were happy, and it made me feel good. And I really didn't want other people to see it. Of course, the people who worked there saw it, but I was hoping that, okay, if you're going to see me doing this, I hope you don't think I'm doing it just because I'm the quote unquote rich foreigner. I hope that you see Jesus in me, and that's the reason why I'm doing this. I'm not trying to build a name for myself. Thing is, you never know, but you do the right thing with the right motive, and I miss doing that. All right, I'm sweating in this shirt. It's so hot in here. Man, here's the faith step. How can you help the oppressed? Perhaps the first step is to figure out ways in which you avoid those in need and to begin to change that. Good idea. Good one. All right, I'm going to change and get out of this shirt because it's really hot. This is going to be a good winter shirt, but it's not good for the summer. All right, appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. This shirt was also a gift to me. That's why I'm wearing it, trying it out. It fits great, so hope it looks good too. I'll see you guys in the next mornings with Jesus Devotional. Check your 3-piece, share the video around, subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't done it yet, and I'll see you in the next video.